Robin, you're muted.
So I'm doing this whole call on mute. Good morning, everybody. I'll start over. Thank you. Welcome to our Thursday morning chat, where we get together to talk business for a half hour. And we're really grateful to see everyone. Before we jump into today's topic, I just want to see if you want to write a note in the chat if you got to hear David yesterday. That was a amazing call on IceWave and Eon. It was a little different than I think some of us expected on men's health, but it was great. I mean, there was amazing information on all kinds of things outside of the patches for pain relief. He even talked about nerve pain relief, which is really quite something. So I encourage everyone to go to LifeWave Business Builders, and you can watch it at your convenience. And pretty soon we'll have a YouTube to share with everybody. So jumping into the topic for the day. So what's going on now is called the Rank Up Promotion. And this is really one of people's favorite promotions of the entire year. There's a lot of money on the table, especially at those higher ranks, but every little bit makes a difference. And you can get, if you go through one or two ranks, if you get manager and director, you can get both bonuses. So there's no limit on that. So today I want to talk a little bit about, I'm going to share some things, and I'm going to take a look at back office to show you a few things, but really want to talk about, where you want to put your focus right now. And, our time is our most precious resource. And many of you know that, I was told many years ago to find a mentor, and then 4 years later, I married him. And he used to say to me, Robin, you're spending too much time on the phone with that person. You have to make your calls shorter. And he was right. I love connecting and learning and being curious, but it isn't always the best thing for business. It's important, but there are things, there's a time when you go from, when it's too much time. So really right now we have till the end of June, I think is the 25th, to get those rank up bonuses. And so the first thing I recommend everyone do is reach out to your people. First thing, ask who wants to go for it, and work with the willing. Remember, that's what we talk about a lot. Who are the people that really want to rank up? And so what I want to do is go to the back office and share a little bit about some things you want to pay attention to. So I'm going to share my screen, if you guys can hang with me here. And hopefully I can bring it up easily. Oh dear, it's not showing. Okay, oh, did you see it? Did you see it, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did. Okay, hold on. Thanks for your patience, everyone, as I stop. It's okay. There we
Stop sharing. You're sharing the wrong thing.
No, I'm sharing the right thing.
You're sharing your whole desktop.
That's what I want.
Okay.
I want to take a look at the very first thing is when you go in your back office is to look for your team's recent activity. Now, this is a site of someone who's not active, but in this section right here. Oh, that's showing too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's okay.
All right.
Those are my notes. People can see my notes. I want to see my notes. So in this section here, when you look at your back office, Gregory's a lot more professional than I am. And he's my tech support. So you can see who is doing what, you can scroll through this section and see who's enrolling people. So this is view recent activity. And if you scroll through here, you're going to see so-and-so and so-and-so. Oh my goodness, they're enrolling a lot of people. And another thing to do is to go under organization and go into the upcoming rank promotions. And this is where you're going to see everyone in your downline, not necessarily your sponsor tree line that you're responsible for, but everyone in your downline. And you can see who's close to a rank. And if someone is close, then you can actually click here and you can find out what their next rank is and what they need. So this person right here needs, 2 managers. Okay, and 2 silvers on each side. She's not building, but she's using product. So it's a really powerful thing because a lot of times people don't even realize that they're close to a rank promotion. And this is one of the exciting things as an upline and support. It's our job to really support our people and help them because a lot of people don't pay attention to these details. And so for us to really take a look at who's moving and grooving. Now, I shouldn't have stopped that screen share because I want to go right back to it. This one right here. Yeah. And show you something that has helped me a lot to see where's the action. We've talked about taprooting. So if you go under organization and you go to reps, under reps, down here, it says non-canceled downline with 1 or more enrollments. That means people that have enrolled at least 1 person in the last 30 days. And this way you're going to get a list of those people. And that list is going to help you see, okay, who's most excited, who's doing the enrolling right now, to reach out, acknowledge them, thank them, say, way to go, and find out if they're going for the rank promotion. But you can see, I like to say, where's the juice? You want to work with where the fire is. When there's a fire below, it feeds everyone above. So this is taking a very long time because we are on DSL, and it's not a very fast, speedy situation over here. But what you can see is, oops, what happened there? We lost it.
You're in the wrong place. You don't want to open that.
I don't want to open that. Well, let me go back to what I do want to open. Okay, hold on. We'll get there. Darn it, because it was already there. So when this chart comes up, you're going to see how many people. You go to organization and reps. And then after that, you go to the second to the bottom one. And you can sort it too, but I'm not going to take the time to do that right now. I just want to scroll through so you can see what's going on here, because sometimes you're going to be very surprised. I was looking at someone's organization this morning. This is the reason you want to get the login for all of your people that you work with. And you can't do anything. You don't have their CVV, but this way you can really best support them. And I'm just going to cover their names a little bit, but you can see how many people they enrolled. And isn't this interesting? 11124. Aha. There's someone who's really going for it too. So this is an area that you can reach out to those people and you can see what rank they're at. And it will be very helpful to help them. When you call, people love getting those calls. You remember that my favorite quote of Stephen Covey, the deepest need of the human soul is to be appreciated, acknowledged, affirmed, and understood. We really, really want to acknowledge people. Way to go. It's a big deal to get a new person. And there's a lot of 2s here and a 4. And so reach out to those people. So here's my list. Gregory says, is this a list of bullet points that you can share? Yes, I'm sharing. So,
Not anymore.
oh, I'm not sharing anymore. Okay. So under the organization, we looked at rank promotions, and then we looked at who's enrolling more than 1 a month. Now I want to go to the section called under commissions into volumes. Okay, and I hope everyone's familiar with each one of these columns, but what I want to talk about today is, of course, you always want to make sure you're active, but this GVU, because some of you are going for, as you move into the higher rank senior director and above, you need to have volume in addition to structure. And GVU means group volume unilevel. And what that really means, it's all the volume to infinity of everyone that you've sponsored and everyone that they've sponsored and they've sponsored and they've sponsored, all the way to infinity. And this number, when I look at the back office, when I'm working with people, I like to look at trends, period LV and RV. You can see, is there growth going on? This is where the volume of the week, this is the current week's volume, so you can see what's going on. In the ideal scenario for someone that's building, obviously this person is not building, is they're going to be, you know, I like to say to people, you want to make sure you have personally sponsored builders on both legs, because you can't get to you leave money on the table if you're not getting matching bonuses on the third level. And you need to have someone that you personally sponsored that is cycling 6 times a week to get that third level match. We're not going to go into too much detail about that right now, but it's I was talking to one of our leaders yesterday, and she said, I have a lot of managers, but they've gone out of qualification. So back to this one is every week to go to the personally enrolled team and make sure that they're active. And if you see that orange triangle, what does that mean? That means they need to place an order by the end of next pay period Sunday. Not this Sunday, but a week from this Sunday. If it's a red triangle, it's next Sunday. And so keeping people active is one of the key things, because there's a domino effect. I think we all know there's a domino effect. If one silver goes out of qualification, that keeps a manager from out of qualification, keeps a director from being out of qualification, and keeps their upline from being out of qualification. So there is this domino effect. So keeping people active is one of the most valuable things you can do, and train people every week to go to organization, personally enrolled team, and take a look where your people are and make a courtesy call. Say, Rachel, I noticed that, you're about to go inactive. Do you want to place an order? And when I start working with someone, I want to find out, are they interested in building a business? Are they interested in the income? If they are, I want to make sure in the very beginning, when they're getting started, to let them know staying active is key. So you, again, don't leave money on the table. And you do that by keeping at least 55 in personal volume. That is a combination of your purchases plus your customers' purchases is your PV. You can make a purchase, you can be on monthly subscription, you can get a maintenance kit, you can do an upgrade, you can do an order. There's many different ways, but when someone's brand new, it's kind of too much because there's so much to learn. Recommend that they go on a monthly subscription. And then later on, a maintenance kit is a great opportunity for a lot of people where they save money, save on shipping, and in many of the packages you actually save money. And just so you know, we have that brand new maintenance kit, and let's see if it shows up in the back office. I haven't even looked, because when I looked the other day it wasn't there, but I think it is there. The brand new maintenance kit of let's see where they are. We have the maintenance kit 1, 2, I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah, X39 and 49, there it is. So you can choose having X39 and 49 in any combination you want in a maintenance kit. So those are ways to keep people active. And some teams are actually doing incentive programs for their teams. They're having fun. They're saying, they create fun contests, and it could be for a dinner or lunch or, a prize or something. And it could be those who have the most attendees on the POP webinar, those who have the most new people, those, whatever those income producing activities, could be the most three-way calls. What are the income producing activities? Inviting, following up, and what?
Enrolling.
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 There you go. So I have done a lot in a short period of time. I want to see if see if there's some questions in the chat and open things up, because this is your time. This is a really, really fun time. I mean, we have a leader that they didn't even realize it, but they have a lot of volume, and many times there are people that skip over senior director or another rank because they have the volume, but they needed the structure. So let's take a look to get a little bit more clarity. Julianne, the yellow sign shows up even when the auto ship. Let me go back to what you said, Julianne. The yellow sign shows up even when their auto ship is not shipped. Do I understand that correctly? Yeah, there's a little, I'd call it glitch in the IT part. It actually, yes, it will show up until that order is actually completed. And we have several hands up. So let's go one at a time. And Judy, your hand up was first, and I'll take Gregory, why don't you take a look at the chat while I'm answering the questions? Judy, you want to unmute and ask your
Sure.
question? Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm. So what I've been doing with people, I have two guys that came in as silver. And what I'm trying to do, rather than do their first auto ship, is I'm going in and I'm upgrading them to gold first. And then
Beautiful.
setting up their auto ship. Am I on the right track there?
If they want more product, absolutely. When people get set up, let's say they're a bronze or a silver, I say to them, please be in touch when you're ready for more product. I want to make sure you get the best value. And if you've bought one of the smaller kits, a upgrade is a great value. So that's a great thing to do. And then they're in position to become a manager. So that's really smart. And they're going to you save $25 for a silver, and you save, close to $100 for a gold. So it's
Right.
it's a
Yeah,
great.
and that's kind of my thought. And then my question though is, if they become active, like if they should sign up a couple of people, could they still advance to manager even though they upgraded and didn't have an auto ship shipped yet?
Oh, yes, as long as your position is active, if you've had some kind of order or something, or even a
Okay.
in the past 31 days. And a really smart thing to do is you can set up a monthly subscription at a future date. Let's say someone gets a diamond kit. Well, they're active for 14 weeks. Do go in there and set up the monthly subscription for 14 weeks out, because a lot of people aren't counting. So that way you make sure that you're not, going inactive. Okay,
Okay.
great.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. John, you're next.
Yeah, thanks, Robin. I just heard what you said about signing up diamonds and then making them auto ship on a 14-month basis then? Is that what you do? Because I've signed up diamonds, but they get all their product at one time and then bingo, they're off, they're not on auto ship.
Yeah. And so, and we've had calls before, John, about who a diamond is for and who it's not for. A diamond is for someone who, is going to use the product in 14 weeks. You don't want product hanging out. I would much rather have someone buy a smaller kit and need product than spend a lot of money and have it sit around and get stale, so to speak. So upgrading to diamond when you've got the momentum, when you're going to become a senior director, when you need product, when you're going to sign up a bunch of diamonds, those are the people that should get diamond kits. Other people, probably a smaller kit, but go out, again, John, I would ask them, are you wanting to build a business? Typically, if someone gets a diamond kit, that's the case, but not always. I sold a diamond kit to a customer once. She just liked the value of it, and it had nothing to do with the business. So you just never know, but that's why we got to ask. So for that person, you schedule if they say they want to stay active because they don't want to leave money on the table, then you schedule the monthly subscription 14 weeks out. Okay.
Okay. And that's pretty easy to do, just to schedule this 14 weeks out.
It is. Once you set up your monthly subscription, it gives you the option of what date you want it to start on. So pick it at the date that's best for them. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Heidi, my dear. You want to go off mute?
Good morning. Do I have enough reception for you to hear me?
Yep.
Okay, great. I have to figure out my new place and rising from my bed slowly. I'm a little late coming on this call, but I am so excited about the X39, X49 bundles in the maintenance kit. So I just started a challenge. I was looking back at the Orlando event, the Shine convention, and I saw me on stage just before Danelle Delgado announced that we should challenge ourselves to something different every 30 days. Well, I just barely looked at when the last time that I was bedridden with an injury was 6 weeks before I ran my first personal marathon. That was 6 years ago. I'm starting a challenge and I'm inviting you Crossline cousins to help me while I am bedridden. My chiropractor told me just this morning, Heidi, I can't see you. You have to wait till Saturday. So I'm down for another 3 days for my third adjustment. And I challenge each one of you to decide if you're going to join me for the next 6 weeks. I'm doing a water drinking challenge, a sleep challenge. I'm doing a personal challenge to your best exercise. If you want to join me, just hop on the Facebook page this tonight at 6 o'clock. It does not advertise anything about LifeWave until the 6th week because you got to be hydrated well before you can join me.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And thanks for that. And you go, everybody. And Heidi will let you know about her challenge. So we want to keep this business focused. So let's get back to business here and let's get into rank promotions. Who is going for rank promotions? Raise your hand. I want to see your hands. All right. You're going for it. And so make sure, this is something else to do, is make sure that your upline support team knows that you are going for a rank promotion. So they are there for you. So we have some more hands up. Oh my goodness, Dr. Linda's with us. Yay. You guys, when you get to know this woman, oh my gosh, I instantly fell in love with her on YouTube. And then I got to meet her in person, and then I got to see her again, and she is a light to the world. So Dr. Linda.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. Quick question. I didn't see you were talking about where to find how many people your downline had sponsored, and I missed that tab, and I'm looking for it in my back office. I can't
Okay.
find it.
Let me tell you, you go under organization,
Okay.
and then you go to reps. And under reps, a lot of people have never been to that spot before. And remember, I invite everyone to be a happy clicker. The second to the bottom one is people who have enrolled at least one person in the last 30 days.
I found it. Thank you.
It's when I discovered that, well, actually I learned it from Dr. Joan, and who's my sponsor, our sponsor, I should say. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a big deal because, we talk about the fire from below and tap rooting, because sometimes, there's a lot going on underneath that we don't see, and this is how you can see it. Okay, great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kate, you're next. Want to unmute your line, Kate?
Yes, I just wanted to say that this is just the best call because it demystifies things that I've never seen, or when I saw them, I had no clue how I could use the information. Thank you for the clarity.
Oh,
And I'm going for manager.
yes. Woohoo! And does your upline know that?
Yes, yes, they do.
Great. Because when someone in your team says they're going for it, you want to clear your deck and be there for them for three-way calls and any other kind of support that they want and need at this particular time, because that's where the focus should be right now. Okay, who else is next? Heidi, is your hand up again, or do you have something else? Or do you want to put
Oh,
your
no,
hand-
I was just raising it because I'm bringing up to manager.
Okay.
I'm
Oh, you-
shooting for manager. I
Okay.
got someone on fire underneath me. I was just raising my hand with the rest of the crowd.
All right. Oh, good. All right. Who else has any comments or questions about what we covered this morning? Because I kind of went through a lot fast. I love the back office. You guys know that. And I invite everybody, if you're serious about your business, you've heard me say this many times before, get to know all the resources that are available to you. Become a happy clicker. When I started, I opened up everything in the back office. Things under that resource section, I went, oh my God, I didn't know those things even existed. On the left side there, I didn't know they existed either. So, and then everything on the LifeWave website, and now everything in Live Younger Success and Live Younger Products. And do know that our web team of Judy and Liz and Gregory that work every single week are constantly making those sites better and better and better for all of you. And looking at what's new, because there's always great stuff there. So what other comments or questions do you have about anything that we covered this morning or rank advancement in general?
I have a quick comment.
Yes, please.
So I'm being a happy clicker, like you said, and you know, if you go to the top box, you can start by clicking on like number enrolled. Let's say you have a lot of people, you can't find where are the people lot. If you click at the top, you can, it'll sort it in order. So you'll see the people who are at the most, recruiting the most at the top. By
Yes.
clicking. You probably-
Yes.
But I was just excited to be able to see that.
No, there's a good for, oops, uh-oh. Uh-oh, did I lose everybody?
No, you're
Okay,
I
good.
just hit share.
I
but
just,
it's-
okay. You know, I was gonna bring up the back office. You can sort the tabs, you can make the columns smaller, you can sort them alphabetically, you can sort them by numbers, you can search for people. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of flexibility back there that will make your life easier to get getting good information helps you make good decisions and helps you, move forward with good information. So good job. Yep, keep being a happy clicker. And I do want to acknowledge and thank Pat Sorleen for that term. I've adopted it and I own it now, but it's a good one. Yes. Anyone else? We're just about to the bottom of the hour. Any other comments from anybody about rank up promotion, about business, about LifeWave? It's big. Let me take a look at the chat. Let's see, which tab, okay, and we got that one. I just posted a 6-week contest. All right, I'm just reading through the chat here. All personal enrolled ranks you up, correct? No, not correct. Jim, so if your personally enrolled people rank up, it depends what they rank up to. If you need another director to get to senior director, yes, you're gonna advance in rank. But if they're your first director and you need 2, that doesn't mean you're gonna rank up yet. You need 2. Okay? So when let me see if I can easily get back to the page. And I think everybody knows where it timed out. That's what the problem was. Okay. Okay, let me share the screen.
I knew that, Robin. I just wanted to put that out there to the new people.
Oh, well, thank you. There are a lot of new people, and so there's several ways to find out. So rank advancement, you can go here on the front page, and you can see exactly what you need to get to that next rank where the X's are. Now, the other way to get there is under commissions and rank advancement. And the other way is you can get there for your people by going under your personally enrolled. And you can go into this little, I call it the credit card, the driver's license, and you can look up next rank there too. So there's several ways you can find out about your people. And if you go to their back office, you can find out that way too. Okay, anyone else have any comments or questions?
Can you talk briefly about the switching of the legs situation once you're manager?
Once you're manager. Okay, my perspective is you want to make sure you have personally sponsored builders on each leg. And it's some people are just trying to balance the 2 to 1, which we have a
1/3, 2/3.
1/3, 2/3 binary. And so to maximize the binary bonus, one side should be twice as big as the other, and then you maximize it. But it's not always just about maximizing the binary. It's making sure you have builders on both legs. If you're fortunate enough to have spillover from your upline, I got 0 spillover when I started. I started this on an inside of an inside leg. No one was building above me to below me. I built both legs, and you want to make sure you have builders on both legs. But let's say you have a lot of volume on one leg because you're fortunate to have spillover, but you don't have a builder there. You're not going to maximize the comp plan. You want to make sure you have builders on both legs. And so it may be the time to switch your preference to your larger volume leg for the next builder that comes in. Okay. Anything else before we complete for the day?
Yes,
Okay.
Robin, this is Kate.
Yes, please.
I wanted to add one little bit of spice to this. It is so wonderful to have created an accountability partner relationship, and that is making a huge difference for both of us. So I'm just putting that out there that it's another item to consider.
We love spice. And when you're making a change of any kind in your life, accountability and support are crucial. So thank you for bringing that up. And if you're really going for it, I invite you, I know it's a big deal for Heidi. So I invite every one of you, if you're really going for it, get an accountability buddy and check in regularly, even if it's just on a text. That works too. You're just staying connected. What'd you do today? And celebrate each other and say, oh, if you didn't get done what you said, tomorrow's going to be better. Just stay with people. Okay. All right. Well, there's a whole bunch of new messages. Let me make sure, and then we can get off because it is the bottom of the hour. And thank you all for being here. I'm thrilled about, rank up promotions, and we love celebrating all of you. So we're going to have fun on those Monday night calls, celebrating everybody. Congratulations ahead of time. Bye, everybody. You can unmute and say thanks or goodbye.
Bye, love you.
Bye. Great
Bye.
call.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Great Good luck.
All. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Love you all.
Thank you so much.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
We got a
Thank
bunch
you,
of love
Robin.
bugs here.
Bye.
Gregory.
See y'all.
Thank you.
Gregory's my techno geeky.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.